Happy Friday. It's a Friday, and I haven't even cleaned the sleep out of my eyes. And I haven't even taken my first sip of coffee yet. It is 7:28 a.m. Friday, September 7th, 2012. I want to thank you all for the feedback yesterday. I am going to listen to what you say, and right off the bat, Andres, I'm going to try to take a tip and ramp that stuff down, that PTSD stuff where I'm like this, I'll say something, then I'll get like this, hey, but, because it's because of experience, it's like, but apparently I've been on here long enough that people are starting to get the flavor that, don't mean no harm. Matter of fact, some of the feedback I'm getting from you folks, it's like, yeah, people, we just try to share what we know. Brett, you have a contest, and I still am not ready to answer it because questions like that, to be honest, at this point in my life are really kind of difficult because there is a big mishmash of musical memories and stuff like your top 10, the best endings. My main goes like this. And the first ones that come to mind are the obvious ones. And I've mentioned two of my favorite and most important albums repeatedly, and they come to mind right away, which is Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, when that synthesizer goes, made me jump out of my chair the first time I heard it. Supper's Ready on Foxtrot, that's one long side, but it's all songs. So when you get to the end, the last song, okay, those are obvious. But when it comes beyond that, give me some time, okay? What I like to talk about this morning, even though I've only listened to it a couple times, is, and I mean this sincerely, is Solar System, Lysergic Summer. Now, why do I just automatically kind of naturally promote Chris Ollie's music? I just told you why. Because it's a natural response. I've gotten a lot of music from a lot of people while I've been on the internet. And I appreciate all of it, but I don't like all of it. And so, this is in my corner. This is what I like. Chris, this is what I like. Just like people can critique me and tell me things that they would do different or things that they wish were different, I could do that with this. But that's beside the point. The purity of what Chris is about and what he's doing really touches me. It's very psychedelic. It's hazy. It's lo-fi. And all of those characters help to draw you into Chris's world. And I like that. I like that when an artist can draw me into their world. Not all artists can do that. For example, yesterday there was a discussion about the new Cat Power. Cat Power has a cool voice, but her music has not touched me yet. But that's what it's about, is making that connection. Now, I think if I saw Cat Power live, it'd make a difference. She's been to Omaha a bunch of times. I've never bothered to go. Maybe next time. One highlight of this, a couple of things, because I did listen to it actually 2.5 times last night already. I can hear Brendan James's mastering. I can. Nice job, Brendan. And it makes a subtle sonic difference. The mastering engineer that I work with says sometimes mastering is asking someone to polish a turd. But the thing is, with mastering, you can. And I'm not, okay, that might seem like, I'm belittling. No, that was the phrase that was used to describe what mastering is. It takes the subtle nuances and little things that are there and sets them where you can see them or hear them. And that's what I mean. I really like this. And the other thing that I really like about this is, I don't remember which song it is. I will after I listen to it a few times, is your drumming. There's a song in here where there's little things that you're doing on the drums that shows you really know how to play. You play the drums the way I like hearing drums. I like it in rock when drummers play the beat, but they jazz it, but not in a show-off way, but in a, ooh, this really needs to be here. And that's what I hear in your drumming. I can't remember what song it is, but it's tasty drumming. It caught my, that's what it did. It's like, ah. So then I'll just go ahead and keep being honest. I relate to you. Chris, you and I are very different as people, but somehow I just see you as a brother. In just a whole lot of ways. And so I just resonate with what you're doing. You know, I didn't buy the $20 USB because it would not have value to me. I know that I just, again, I'm being honest, which reminds me of, I need to show you something here too. I'm on a USB release and I haven't even put it in my, I haven't even put it in my discography, which I needed to change today. I'm on a USB release. Had forgotten. See, I don't value it. You know what I'm saying? I need to. That's why I did the $5 release. I know you need the money, and so I'm hoping that maybe this review, which is very honest and heartfelt, will lead to some sales. The Solar System Lysergic Summer brand new release. Mastered by Brendan James in Australia, another member of the vinyl community. There's even a video where Brendan and his partner are working on the mastering that you can watch here. But it reminded me that when I went to South by Southwest for the second time with Kleeman, we were in a hurry to get something together. We thought we would have either a CD or a vinyl release for that, and we didn't. So what Kleeman is the artist I work with from Denmark, Copenhagen. So what the management put together was a USB of some of the choice mixes of tracks that I had recorded with Kleeman in Chicago, along with the drummer from the Romantics, Brad Elvis. So thank you for reminding me I need to add this to my discography. I mean, you can't buy this. This is a promo only release. So it's a collector's item. If you can find one of these, which I doubt. Well, I don't know. But it has exclusive Kleeman songs with me on bass. This is the only way you can get these right now. I don't know if that record's ever coming out. I don't know what's going on with it. I did buy some more music yesterday. Well, I actually bought one, and then I used my trade-in. Well, not a trade-in. Antiquarium sold the last orange copy of Dereck vinyl that was on the market. So the it's bona fide gone, which is cool. And so I just used my credit for that to buy a couple of used records. But I did buy one new record at Homer's. Flying Lotus had caught my attention a while back, but some people, again, some people, I value everyone that I associate with here in the vinyl community. Some people I pay attention to. There's something about what you do and how you say that I picked up on that lets me know you're saying things that I vibe with, and so I follow up on it. And when Secka Funk showed some Flying Lotus, I said, okay, that's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? And so it's another way of giving props. I give props to different people in the community at different times, quite spontaneously, naturally. And if I haven't given you props in a while, I will when it happens naturally. But I got Cosmogramma. I love this. I love it, I had bought a Prefuse 73 album last week and didn't like it. I have another Prefuse 73 record that I listened to a little bit, but the one I bought last week didn't like it. Just didn't hit me right. This is similar, but this is what I can get with. You know what I'm saying? And he has a new one coming out. Can't wait. I understand when this was first released, there was a website or two where you could use this with your camera to unlock things, but those sites are down. So I can't get the extras. This is really excellent, and I will be all over the new Flying Lotus. Also found out that this is Alice Coltrane's nephew. And as I understand, fruit don't fall far from the tree. No wonder he's so dynamic. And music seems like it's has a vision. I picked up used because it was cheap and it was etched. And this is just okay on the first listening. Black Heart Procession, Amor del Tropico. I think this could grow on me. I listened to 2 of the 3 sides and it's okay. But I got it because it's a 3-sider, 180 gram. It was only $10, and the 3rd side, it's not the coolest etching, but it's etched. So I went ahead and got it. Black Heart Procession. I have something else by them. I have to pull it out and listen to it. You know, I devour music at times, and in the past I've definitely been like that. I devour it like a starving man. You know, I just more, you know, and so it's hard to retain sometimes what I've taken in. Okay, then the other thing I bought or got for basically part of my trade-in was this Stone Roses interview disc. What a trip! Now I went ahead and bought this. I don't really care for interview. I mean, actually, when I get in the right mood, I'll listen to an interview because I want to know. But this was nice package and nice vinyl. And it only ended up being $3 basically, so excuse me. I had some other thoughts. That's why I'm gonna start writing stuff down so I don't forget. Oh yeah, I wanted to just share some more thoughts in general. It had to do with family somehow. I don't know. You just sit for a second and just kind of let something rise to the surface here, rather than just end this all funky like this. So okay, yeah, this is kind of unusual. Not unusual, but it's like I have a bunch of thoughts, but they're going this way, that way, and it's like what really to share. Oh, I'll go this way. Okay, so last night on Facebook, I was getting into some of my ephemera or just junky junk. You know, like I collect stuff. You know, besides records, like promotional postcards that you get, like you can get when you get on mailing lists. So I was showing some of those. A band that I really liked, that Gus Gus, Goose Goose from Iceland. Ronnie Size, Represent. I wonder what Ronnie Size is up to these days. Got a bunch of King Crimson, because I've been on their mailing list for a while. A Residence, Holy Trinity. Actually, it tells you their websites. This is cool. When Kate Bush put out Ariel, there was a set of postcards. I think there's 4. I'm only finding 3 or 4 postcards as promotional, and I know I have. If there's one other, I have it. And then a little bit of information on the back. So I was showing some of that stuff last night on the Facebook. Here's a thought I had, is that I noticed that, you know, I have noticed some people not on there lately, and maybe it's because of life, but my fear is that some of the old timers are not tuning in because the group is getting too big. That's my worry. I'll go ahead and name a couple people. Dr. Deadwax, where are you? Is the group getting too big for you? Are you not participating for that? That's my gut is concerned about that, and that's what I don't like about the growth of the group, is that if it pushes some of the original people away, I don't want that. You know, there's certain personalities that God, I don't want them to go away. James in Manchester, Charlie Parker, are you on holiday or did something happen? Where you at, bro? Where you at, man? So that's a concern of mine about the group growing and growing. I love conversing with people and I love trying to include people, but I hate how, and this is just the way it is, when you have something good and it starts to grow, some of the original people start to resent it, and you feel like something that was exclusive and special is being diluted. And I fear that's what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Have you quit the group, Dr. Deadwax? Some of you other old timers whose names I'm not seeing, or is it just the way it is right now? That was what I was concerned would happen. That's what I don't want to happen. That's good. Oh, here's one more thing. I posted a single yesterday. The postings on the Facebook page seem to have a theme loosely, and Thrash Thursday is one that has been consistently been popping up. So yesterday I posted this single, Sick Pleasure. Yeah, that's a funky looking illustration. But this is apparently a very collectible punk rock single. Now, it was given to me by Mike Fox, the guy right there, and that's his autograph to me. Didn't spell my name right, but Mike was a longtime heroin abuser who was a part of the original hardcore punk scene out in California. He produced and engineered records for Subterranean Records. He was in Code of Honor. He was part of a lot of legendary stuff. So he had to come out to Nebraska to get clean. So when I met him, it's kind of cool. People said there's this legendary black punk in Nebraska that you gotta meet, Mike, and that's what he said to me when we finally met, and we vibed. I have some tapes of some jams that we made. They're not releasable, they're not. But he gave me this and several other singles that are apparently very collectible. He gave me a Flipper single. I've never seen it except the one he gave me. But I recently looked this up. I look up the value of records for shits and grins. I don't want to sell any of this stuff. But this record goes for $150, $200. I didn't know. Mike gave it to me. It's kind of cool. I don't want to sell any of this stuff. But the only reason why I would sell it is because I have to. I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. Okay, one more thing, because I'm here long, and it's going to be an hour waiting for this fucking thing to upload. Hiromi Hosono, people, Omni Sightseeing. This record was made back in the 90s. It still sounds like it was just made. This man is a motherfucking genius. Find out about Omni Sightseeing by Hiromi Hosono. This is amazing. Not every song. There's a couple songs in here that I skip over. When I say amazing, it doesn't mean every song. It means something on there is amazing. This album is amazing. Amazing. Last thing is hopefully the Indrima vinyl will be here next week. I'll coordinate with the label. You know me, I'm ready to send out the pre-orders as soon as I get them. I want to coordinate with the label and see if they want to do that in a coordinated fashion. But the records should be hearing about Indrima records arriving sometime soon. Be well, folks. I love you all. And namaste.